Chimo, oh my God, this is not good news for the Igbos in Ghana. Guess what? His Royal Majesty Eze Igbo, Netu, has been arrested. Oh yes, he's been arrested. And word on the street has it that during the investigations, he shit his pants. Oh yeah, I have all the details. I'm going to bring you the gist. What's up, Ghana? This is Emmanuel out of 600. You can call me 600 the God. And you are live on Word on the Streets. This is the baddest show on the internet right now. And for all your information, please like, subscribe, and share so that other people get the enlightenment or this information. You are the latest thing on the internet right now, best believe. The Igbo king, Eze Igbo, Jude Netu. Yesterday, last week I saw words like that yesterday, and previously during the weekend I saw him, making certain public. He graced the occasions of certain public gatherings. So I was hearing something that this man they are going to arrest him, and one man called Hassan Ayariga. Oh yes, he's a former presidential candidate of APC and he's a flag bearer of APC. Oh yes, he filed a petition against your man, His Excellency Netu, the Eze Igbo of Ghana. He filed a petition to the National Security. He filed a petition to the NIB. Yes, National Investigation Bureau. At first it was called BNI, but now it's NIB. And he said, this is his case. He wants them to strip him. He wants them to strip him of the title, I am king. Oh yes. And he said that this man is lording over people because of his relationship with some politicians. And some politicians are watching this and they are encouraging it. But he, Hassan Ayariga, would not countenance that because this is the land his people fought for. So he also hinted that the whole of Ghana would support him when he says, let's go on a demonstration to save our land. So these politicians should be very careful. Watch the video.
So what report did you give to the police?
You remember when this incident happened, I wrote to the BNI, the NIB and the National Security, telling them to, and then Land Commission and all that, to investigate into the matter and to strip him of the title king. Mm-hmm. He cannot be comparing himself to Ashantahini and all that. And funny enough, this king, or whatever we call himself, finds his way of dining with NDC and MPP. You realize all
there are some videos that they'll be putting up. Please show us some of the videos.
Yes.
Well, the story is that he was a big contributor to political campaigns.
But not, that can be his problem if they are not arrested.
There you see him over there.
Yeah, look at this one.
Yeah.
In this country.
But this is long ago. This is not recent.
This is recent. This is his kingdom.
This 2025. This is before election.
This is before election.
Yes.
But what is wrong with this and today? It's the same story.
Yeah, but he got endorsement from political leadership. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay, that's what you are making.
Yeah, that's Johnson Asiedu
sitting down there.
Then the chairman of the NDC.
Why?
Seated right there.
Does it make it right?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm telling you where he gets his power from.
Yes, and he's not going to get it from me. And I'm going to distill that power, and I've done that.
You've done that? You're a minority party.
It doesn't matter. There's one truth in life. The Ghanaian society will rally behind me in any circumstances against this man. If I say tomorrow there's a demonstration, you will see the number of people who come out to support this demonstration against our politicians who are allowing it. Look, like I said, our forefathers toiled for this nation. They died for this nation. Our current politicians, what are we doing? We're selling out the nation for peanuts. Everybody is welcome in Ghana. Look, remember in the last parliament, 2 parliaments ago, when I went to parliament,
he stated that, oh yes, when they invited him to the NID's department, he thought, oh, this is just going to be a walkover like it happened during, some of the previous governments. But this national security we have in Ghana right now is different. These people are moving different in what they do not play. You understand? And he said the charge against your man literally is he parading himself as the Eze Igbo of the land. There is nothing like that. You can't parade yourself as a king and rub shoulders with some of our prominent kings in Ghana, like the Asante. Watch that video.
Than what they should defend.
So why did the police arrest him, and for what? Why did they keep him overnight? What was the charge?
The charge was that, first of all, he's calling himself a king in Ghana when he's not a citizen of this country, parading around and going around everywhere and calling himself the king of Ghana, and the king of Igbo. Igbos don't have king in Ghana. When you're a foreigner and you're a settler, you come to this country. Our constitutions allow you to be called a chief of your community. So all the settlers in Ghana, like the Yoruba, they have a Yoruba chief. The Hausas, they have a chief. The Zambarama chief. That is fine. We can give you that title to be able to be managing yourself. But when you begin to parade yourself, call yourself like Asante and all these other kings in Ghana, and you be walking when you are not a citizen and say you are a king, and you are going to acquire tracts of land and build a kingdom.
So in his explanation, literally he's trying to say, your man no go say, yo, I'm a king, but you could say I'm a chief of my people. But once you start raising your shoulders and lording over your people as a king, that is where the problem starts. He literally also mentioned that when the NIB invited him, and that is where he shit in his pants. He came in like a king that he is. He came in with the ambassador of Nigeria to Ghana. He came in with his lawyers, but when he came in, he thought it was going to be a walkover. And they told him, no, you are not going. They held him and questioned him overnight. That is when they detained him. And now you could see your man was a little bit uncomfortable, but they detained him overnight. Watch the video.
Did he acquire the land?
That is his problem. Whether he did or he did not, he's voiced it out that he has. And the videos are there. So we are taking his word again.
So is he being released on bail?
Yes, this afternoon he complained of high BP.
In the cell?
In the cells, and said his BP has gone up. Yesterday when he was invited, he went there with the ambassador. Nigeria.
Ambassador of what?
Nigeria.
Nigeria's ambassador to Ghana.
Nigeria ambassador to Ghana. He went there with his lawyers and all that, thinking that it was the ordinary citizens, NIB or National Investigation, National Security who just listen to him and ask him to walk away. This is not that national security you're thinking of. This is a different national security altogether. They will investigate. As a citizen of Ghana, when you send a petition, they will have to listen to your petition. So
with a damning allegation, this is where I don't get. Because he could be sued for defamation. He said, your man has paraded himself as a businessman, that he came. That, he's a businessman who started from selling cassettes. Yes, he said he sold cassettes. But then he moved into human trafficking. That is bringing prostitutes or importing prostitutes in Ghana from Nigeria. And he mentioned boldly that when you go to Circle, yes, some of these people, he brought it there, so he's running a criminal syndicate. I feel that is very heavy to say, but that is the revelation he made, and I think all of these things are going to be under investigation. But granting an interview on national television and saying that it must be bold, he claims that the man has gained popularity because of how he mingles or rubs shoulders with some of our leaders. You see him go and pay a courtesy call, greet, takes pictures. And now his people feel, because you know all these big people in Ghana, you're a legitimate king. And that is how come people pay homage. He mentioned that certain people, certain Nigerians that have shop in Ghana pay royalties to him for protection. Listen to the video.
Is he an Igbo royal in Nigeria?
No, he's not. He came here as an Igbo businessman selling cassettes.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Cassettes.
Cassettes.
And he made millions of CDs to buy land.
He did not make millions of CDs. He brought in a lot of prostitutes.
Prostitutes.
Ladies, you know the Nigerian ladies on the, what do you call it, cycle and all that?
I don't understand.
You don't know the syndicates of this Nigeria.
So he came selling cassettes, then he brought in...
Then they started trafficking...
Night workers.
Night workers, and now they started bringing Igbo boys and parading himself as the king.
But how does that make him rich?
Because they pay dues to him.
Who pays dues to him?
All these Nigerian boys who have shops in Nigeria. In Ghana here. The Nigerian boys with shops in here. They pay dues to their king.
That's a lot of money?
That's, of course, that's a lot of money for him. He's like their god in Ghana. So the fact is that any problem they go through, they come to him, and he, don't forget, they know how to do this business. He's been able to parade him among all the big men in Ghana, showing himself in every kind of, what do you call it, gathering, and dressing and walking and making himself look. Even he's met the former president, he's met the current president, he's met Hassan Ayariga, he's met a lot of people, he's gone to visit them. That is power he's using to get from his own people. They now trust and
He mentioned how your man literally, was panting all along during this investigation. He mentioned the fact that certain Nigerians have even gone on to threaten Ghanaians that if you touch the Eze Igbo, or if anything happens to the Eze Igbo, you people, could take them lightly. So all of these are some of the reasons why your man filed a complaint against the Eze Igbo of the land.
Listen to your petition. So the investigation went through, and he was panting, sweating. He's not a king, he's not a what. But this is the palace you've built, and you're calling yourself a king. You are causing mayhem in this country. Your Nigerian boys are going around telling Ghanaians, threatening Ghanaians that if they kill one Ghanaian, Nigerian, they will kill 50 Ghanaians. Your Nigerian people are going around telling Ghanaians that one Ghanaian has come to Ghana and Ghana is on fire. Can you imagine? If I show you videos of this man, he said we are uncultured as citizens. I'm sure I've sent some of the videos to you. Insulting the integrity of the people who has given you land to live, to stay. Can you do that in Nigeria?
Let me know what you literally think about this whole Eze Igbo wahala. But it looks like the matter no bad yet. Now there are so many updates coming now that your man is officially under investigation. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is your word on the street. I am signing out.